sure why you're looking for the animal god. But everyone has their secrets, right?
Osmanthus wine. Osmanthus wine. Osmanthus wine. Tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine. Wine. Osmanthus wine. Wine. Osmanthus wine. Wine.
And then he put his hand
On my shoulder for a
second.
He didn't even squeeze it.
He just, like,
Rested
his hand on top of my
shoulder. And I was just thinking,
How could he not hate me? How could this
why
guy
not hate me? How could
he not? How could he not?
hate me?
Everybody clap your hands. What's that? He asked me its meaning. Osmanthus
wine. Sydney. Yeah, boy.
A woman, man, you can slap, also stroke.
In the wind as a that it's naked. It's my back and it's shaking.
Destroyed.
For those who don't know,
Kaeya was
the
a
nation built
by humans. It
had no gods.
their archons
Like Teyvat, it got
destroyed around
500 years ago.
ago when some boat
So named Rindar,
thought it would be
a good idea to
send creepers into
Teyvat to
let Boom Boom Bop
put on the civilians.
because
With this, Teyvat,
came with their archons
and because they are built,
built different. The
Convians took a
fat L, but even
though Teyvat had
gods, most of
the
the
Archons died
during the war except
for Venti and Zong.
either way though
This was an Archon death.
and if Kaeya
Had gods as well.
then Timmy would be
A hilly chill, right?
10 plus
10 equals
11.
plus 11.
Why?
Because 10 plus
10 is 20.
and 11
Plus 11 is...
22.
What do you call a
Man without
a body?
and a nose.
What do you
Call it no.
nobody knows?
What?
What do you call
A cute
door?
what?
Adorable.
Of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberic.
You mean Clotar Alberic? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again. Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life.
Talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey! Using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Kaeya, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Kaeya was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Kaeya as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstat for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life. A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberic, is probably the only link to Kaeya that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberic?
Dainsmith?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstat. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaeya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaeya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstat after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?